Okay, unbelievable game by this football team. Was hit right in the face with some major adversity at the beginning of the game, and they just kept on battling. I'm so proud of the kids overall, proud of this team. How about this guy? He's the best of the best. Unbelievable, and I know the first thing he's going to tell you is about his teammates, so I'm going to tell you how special the young man he is. I've said it all year long, ever since I got a chance to meet him. Almost 2 years ago now, I knew it. But you just keep, he's a special kid, off the field, on the field. He's absolutely unbelievable, and like I say, I think the best of the best. But this football team was great today. The defense, after getting some bad field position, fought the turnover scenarios, kept on battling through that, which was great to see, and just basically shut them down after that. And this team keeps growing and developing, and they made some nice plays today. So it's his show. NCAA record. You kidding me? Have at it.
We've got microphones on each side. If you have a question, you can flag them down.
I guess this could go for both of you. Is the Heisman race settled, you think, now? I gotta ask.
No. We got a long ways to go, and games to keep on fighting.
2 more games.
Yep.
Andy?
Melvin, what does a game like this mean to you? I mean, breaking a record, setting records on a big stage against a quality opponent with a championship at stake. It's hard to believe that there's a better scenario for you out there.
Yeah, this game meant a lot. Forget about the statistics. I knew, if we lost this game, it would be tough for us, to get in the Big Ten championship, or it's pretty much the end of the road for us. So these last 3 games are very important. So I was just overnight, and just during the week, with the teammates, we always stressing, how these last 3 games, it's on us. It decides our fate. So this game was so important, and to come out here and play the way we did, it's a great feeling. We just got to keep it going.
Ben over here on the left.
Gary, through 3 quarters on your left, I think Melvin had a big play to set up all of your scoring drives. When you have a guy that's in his own like that, how does that just change how you guys approach things, and how much of a luxury is that for you?
Well, it's a luxury I've never had before as a coach. I can promise you that much. To see a performance like that was amazing. But I feel like this team was ready for the moment when they got in there, and Melvin took full advantage of the situation that was there, and those kids in front of him were some big holes there. Some great opportunities for him to get to the next level, and when he gets to the next level, it's almost impossible for one person to be able to bring him down. And we've seen that for his whole career at Wisconsin. But if it's going and it's working, you want to keep going to it, and that's what the mindset was today with Coach Ludwig. And I thought he did a great job of mixing up the run game and also mixing up Tanner to get him in there. Joel being able to throw the ball, get Joel on the move a couple of times. I thought the game was called fantastic.
Lance, back.
Melvin, back here, on this side.
Straight back.
On this side. Thank you. Can you describe the record breaker, because it seemed like you kind of slid through the hole. It didn't seem like somebody could even get an arm on you, and then you high-stepped it in to avoid another tackler to get the record and get it and flair for the dramatics, so to speak.
Yeah, I didn't even know I was, close to a record like that. I was kind of just running to win. I seen them shifting over, and it was a power play. Usually don't take it backside. I just kind of predetermined it. I kind of knew they would all sell out going to the left. So I just pressed it a little bit, cut back, and, just made it happen.
Yeah, just made it happen. See how easy it is?
Mark on the left.
Melvin, this was Derek's first game back in a while blocking for you. Can you talk about how that might have helped and how it made a difference?
Yeah, it's always special when I have Watt back there. It's, my comfort level is just, I'm so comfortable with Watt back there. And, I told him, after the Purdue game, I'm going to stall you out one more game, if you don't play this Purdue game. And I need you back regardless of, what's going on. And, he understood that. And it's just good to have success back there, especially with him back there, because, we've been through a lot together.
Jesse?
For Melvin and Gary. Melvin, can you explain when you thought you might have a special day in you? I mean, was it the first half you had 200-plus yards, and And for Gary, were you cognizant of any of those records? Were you aware that he was getting close? I'm sure you knew he was in the process of something special.
You never know when you're gonna have a special day. You know, to be honest, you know, every game you want to play great and you know, get your team on board. So you never know when a special day comes. But when it do, it's a great feeling. It's pretty much all I can say to that.
I was unaware of any records other than when you see that happen and there's that many yards churning that way, you'd think there was some special things out there for him for sure. And it was great when he got it, and it was at a time in the game when he still needed to be in there that he got it, so he didn't have to press and, you know, take a chance with them in the fourth quarter when doing what's best for Melvin and the football team is to get him out of the game when we did. I was just happy he could break it and have that opportunity.
Rob, on the left.
Coach, a minute ago you said you thought this team was ready for the moment, but at 10-3 after one and down 17-3 with all the turnover issues, anything you can put your finger on why, and was there a turning point in all that you felt got it back in your direction?
You know, no, I don't think there was really a turning point. We kind of were our own worst enemy. We had some success, and then we, lose the ball or something bad had happened to us, but it's still the same thing. You know, defensively, we had a chance to get out of a couple of those drives. We didn't make some plays. It wasn't just one thing. It wasn't one situation. It wasn't one side of the ball. We just, I think we started off, the kids were ready to play, but just didn't kind of go our way. But again, they were unfazed. And when you play a good football team now, they're going to do some things that cause you some problems. They throw a nice ball, and against a very difficult scheme that, in fact, we had not seen, and they get a touchdown on us in that position. So I guess we need to coach them better against that in that scenario, because the kids were in a hard spot. But there wasn't a flipping point for the offense or for the defense. They stayed well grounded. They fought through it, and it was an amazing day to watch as a whole football team.
Tom, in the back.
Thank you, Brian. Gentlemen, congratulations. If I may, I'm going to try to cheat a little bit. And Gary, if you'll answer second, I don't recall too many greater defensive performances in recent years, if you'll chat about that. And Melvin, you're as humble as you are gifted, but you know us media guys. First you get the Ron Dane record, then you get the Big Ten record, then the FBS, and it's going up, and congratulations. Can you just tell us how much that means to you, all the blood, sweat, and tears for something like this on this stage in a game that means so much to your team, please?
Yeah, it's a special feeling. Just working with Coach Simon, just pushing us, to the max. Just so many days waking up early. Just hard work and sweat, and just to see it pay off, with me and my teammates, going out here having the success. Like I said, it's a great feeling. Words really can't explain, how, I feel or my teammates feel. Like I said earlier, it showed Melvin Gordon in 408 yards, but, it should have, everyone up there, all the offensive linemen, because they really made it easy for me today, and, they allowed me to have a lot of one-on-one matchups. And it's kind of been like that all season. Those guys really been looking out for me, and I couldn't thank them more.
Defensively, this group is, they prepare like really no defense I've ever been around. And they consistently have done that for, I said a week ago, we have three. We'll see what we're talking about this defense in 3 weeks. And I'll say now we'll see what we're talking about this defense in 2 more weeks. But you got to look at them and know that how well they play together, how well they communicate, they get on and off the field, that they're very good in their work week. Tuesday, they're going to get the plan, they're going to implement it. They're always focused. You don't have to walk around and say, hey, let's go, let's get ourselves up today. We've had some bad days, we've had some good days, and they've come back and they've been prepared. And it moves on to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I think they grow. Their momentum grows. They're excited to get out and play. They take coaching very, very well, and I think they have a very good group of coaches that are coaching them. They believe in the schemes that are presented in front of them, and then they go have fun with it. And they play good, solid team defense, and that was the case today, which you have to against this defense, against that offense in Nebraska. Is if you don't play good team defense, you have some real issues on your hands.
Jeff.
Melvin, down to your left here. Gary mentioned about the adversity the team faced early. You did as well with the 2 fumbles. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think after the second one, was Evan Simon talking to you on the sideline? Can you take us through from the time you got to the sideline after that second fumble, what he said to you, and then how your emotions shifted after Warren forced that fumble and got you guys the ball back when it was 17-10?
After the second fumble, I was just kind of just out of it. We had the momentum, and we were driving down the field, and then You know, to fumble like that and lose the ball, it could really shift the game around, and you know, it's kind of depressing. And it was my second fumble. You know, no running back like to fumble. You know, that's probably one of the worst things you can do. And to have 2 in the game, I mean, it really kills the confidence out there. And you know, Coach Simon just stayed with me like he has been all year, and he just told me, you know, keep your mind into it. You know, you work so hard. You know, nobody can take this moment from you. You know, stay in the game. You know, it's a lot of guys that are looking up to you to make some plays. And, you know, it was a lot of guys. It wasn't just Coach Simon that was talking to me. You know, it was all my teammates. And, I thank him for that because, you know, it was tough for me. It was tough for me, those two fumbles. The turning point, I think they scored. Got some points off those two. I'm not sure. Can't remember. Trying to forget it.
Warren caused the fumble then, and you guys got the ball
Yeah.
back after your second, and you went out and scored right away.
Yeah, I had to step up, you know, and, you know, I just want to thank the coaches, too, just for sticking with me. You know, it's easy, you know, for a running back to fumble, and especially when you got Corey, to take you out and put the other back in. So I just, you know, want to thank them, too, for that.
Zach, all right?
Melvin, when you made your decision to come back, was a moment like this kind of what you were thinking about, not 408 yards or anything like that, the situation the team was in and the ability to perform like you did today?
Yeah, you think about it all, you know, from the beginning of the season, you know, it's going to be some point where you have to face adversity, and we understand that. That's just how the game works, and, you know, we're coached to be ready for it. You know, that's how we're coached, and, you know, you know, we get to the Big Ten championship, it'd be exactly what I thought it ought to be.
Back.
Melvin, you talked about coming back, going against the Gurleys, the Abdullahs, and, you know, being among the greats with Ryan Dane and all those other guys. What is a day like today? I guess this is for both of you. What does a day like today do for the legacy of Melvin Gordon?
Well, it's a great legacy in my mind, and I always go back to it, but I've got a lot of, if we just talk football about it for a few minutes, which I will, it's kind of hard for me to do that with him because I see how he affects the teammates in such a positive way, but I'll never forget the day that, you know, we communicated back and forth, and Melvin had made the decision that he was going to come back, and it was you know, a pretty simple conversation, but he had no idea how happy I was at that moment, probably, but he made it for the right reasons, and he did make it to come back to make a run at some special things individually, and his legacy is going to be left here for a long time, and his footprints are going to be all over these hallways, but the most important thing is his words are going to be in the minds of many, many young kids on this football team, those 51 freshmen, and he'll carry those records, and I told him this during the game and had a chance to whisper in his ear, and everything he gets, he deserves it, because he's worked so hard for it, and he's done it the right way, and he's an unbelievable talent, but he's also an unbelievable kid, and he's changed lives in a positive way, and you know, he's given us an opportunity to be where we are today, along with many other kids on this football team, but I'm glad he's got everything he gets, every trophy, every record, anything that comes his way is well-deserved.
Andy, all right?
When you own the single-game rushing record, the guy who owns the career NCAA records in this room, and the guy who owns the touchdown record is also Wisconsin tailback. Can you talk about the history? Can you put into context the history of being with these guys and kind of set and blazing your own path with guys like Ryan Dane and Monte Ball?
Yeah, I mean, it's an honor to even be brought up, you know, with either backs. I mean, and it just goes to show you how special Wisconsin is. You know, to have 3 backs holding 3 records is special. And, you know, like I said, I'm just honored to be, you know, brought up in the same sentence as, you know, Mr. Dane and my boy Monty. Yeah, like I just said, man, we always get a great coaching staff, great teammates, just great players around us to be successful. That's pretty much I can say to that.
Gary, I know originally you said in the Heisman it's not over yet, it's still a long way to go, but it's been hard for running backs to win this award. Only one since Ron won it in '99. What does the country need to know about this guy as far as where he stacks up with the best players in the country?
Well, I think that's Mr. Dane, right, Melvin? You know, where does Melvin stack up? I guess that's the question at the end of the day. Where does he stack up with the rest of the country as far as the players? You know, I don't really know that. I think he's the best of the best, and I think he proved it today on a national stage when he was given the opportunity, and he's done. There's some great players out there, and neither one of us are gonna sit up here and discount any other great players that are out there. Those decisions are gonna be made by other people. But I'm just telling you, if I make that decision, it's going to this guy right here in any way, shape, or form. And again, that comes with absolutely zero disrespect, but it comes with, I know what he's about, and he's everything that's right about college football is Melvin Gordon, and he's unbelievable talent. A lot of people have God-given ability, but a lot of people don't do anything with that God-given ability. And he's taken it to the highest level, in my opinion. It's going to be fun to see how it all goes down. I'm excited at the end of the day for him. But again, you know, his mindset right now is let's move ourselves onward. We've got a big one next week, and that'll be his focus. And he'll come out just as prepared this week as he was last week.
We're gonna take one or two more from Melvin. Okay.
Melvin, you said, right here, you said you didn't know about the record beforehand.
Yeah.
But when you were sitting on the bench in the fourth quarter and they showed you on the big screen with the record there and the crowd was chanting your name, they were chanting Heisman, can you describe what that experience was like when you kind of, you know, realized what you had accomplished?
Feel good. It feels great. I mean, it's a great feeling, you know, to see your hard work pay off, you know, and it was just crazy. My teammates was just so excited too. They got me amped up. I was trying to hold back a little bit, but you know, after they told me, man, I felt so good, and like I said, I just want to thank, you know, everyone around me, because you know, all my teammates had, you know, a lot to do with everything, you know.
Thanks, Melvin. We're gonna let Melvin go and. All right. Thank you.
Hey, Gary,